Aloha and welcome to the Fireworks Festival and our 4th of July celebration at the Aloha Marketing Jam Session. I'm Tom Gaddis, my co-host Jason Moran in the house.
How's everybody doing? What's going on, Tom?
Welcome everybody. Excited you're here. We've got a great show lined up for you today. We're going to be, since it's 4th of July, we're going to be talking about freedom, more specifically financial freedom, building out your business to get some of that independence in your life that we're all looking for, right? That we're all looking for. We're going to do some, a little kind of different version of shout outs today. And we're going to take your questions. We have a 4th of July sale going. We'll talk a little bit about that. We're just going to have a great time. And I'm going to cue up the intro, grab a drink. We'll see you all back here in one momento.
It's time, the moment you've been waiting for. Get ready for the fastest 60 minutes of marketing strategies and tactics to grow and scale your business from anywhere in the world. After 167 agonizing hours, we've returned for a brand new Aloha Marketing Jam session. And now, here are your hosts.
Woo! That crowd is fired up. They're not tired at all from the late night fireworks.
Are fireworks legal down there in Vegas?
So not the big ones.
Oh, okay.
You have so my understanding is I did not do this, but my understanding is you can drive to Pahrump and you can buy them there, and then people bring them back. Although that is against the law. So.
Oh, okay, got it.
How are the fireworks in Utah?
They're actually pretty good. Yeah, so for I think it's 2 days. It's either 2 or 3 days. I can't remember, but 2 days before and then 2 days after the 4th, they're legal. So they, guys will set up these stands on the side of the road, like all over the city, selling fireworks. And they're not the small, like just little sparklers. We're talking about like serious.
Like the ones that shoot up and explode.
Oh yeah, big, like the stuff you get in Mexico, right?
Yeah.
Like
well, that the ones that shoot up and explode, those are the ones that are illegal here. Like you can go and buy fountains and that kind of stuff at fireworks stands around town, but you can't get the ones that shoot and blow.
Okay, yeah, no, they sell those. They sell the big ones that shoot up in the sky here. So, yeah, nice. It's pretty wild.
Do you have dogs?
I have one dog. Yep. Got a German Shepherd.
Or he or she, did they go crazy during the fireworks?
It's so funny. My wife and I were just talking about this. She, fireworks, never an issue. They can, be exploding. It doesn't bother her one bit. But my wife has this, a Stanley Cup, Stanley Cups are all the rage these days. So she's got a Stanley Cup that she's got her water. And if that thing falls over, sometimes she'll set it on the nightstand or she'll got it somewhere. If it hits the ground, my dog, she just runs, she jumps. It scares the living daylights out of her. But fireworks, all that's nothing, doesn't phase her. So it's the most random thing.
It's bonkers. He really has some serious anxiety on 4th of July. So we try to be around for him. It was really crazy though. Yesterday, so my oldest daughter worked an event at the Las Vegas Country Club for her job. And when we were driving home, we were driving back from that event about 9 o'clock. And so there's an HOV connection that kind of it goes up and down from 95 to the Summerlin Parkway Expressway heading to my house. And when we came up on that curb, we could see the entire, there were fireworks 360 degrees.
Wow.
You just looked from one side to the other and it was huge explosion. And then one went off right next to the expressway as we were driving. And my wife was like, oh my God, that's amazing. And they were just it just is it is crazy when you look out. So, cause Summerlin's a little elevated, right? So the strip and all of that is kind of down here. And so when you can find a vantage point up there where you're looking down on the strip. It's unbelievably crazy just how many from the casinos and the hotels and all the places that are doing the fireworks. So
that's cool. That's really
that's
cool.
pretty nuts. But yeah, so it's been a busy 4th of July week here at Shark HQs. As you guys know, I turned 51. Oh my gosh, I can't even believe I'm saying that. I turned 51 on July 2nd and had a great, really chill birthday. I went to the gym that morning. We hung out by the pool with the family. Then we went and had dinner at this place at the Excalibur called Dick's Last Resort, where they're the whole thing is they're mean to you. And so, they put this big hat on me and gave me a bunch of flack and stuff because it's my birthday. So that was a lot of fun. And then we went over to, we went and played at this place called Atomic Golf. It's new. It's kind of like the best way I can explain it is it's like a nightclub version of Top Golf.
Oh, cool.
So it's just like Top Golf, but like the inside is like a nightclub. It's all crazy. And
yeah.
At sunsets and stuff like that. And so we had a lot of fun. And so we did that on my actual birthday. And then Wednesday, my mother-in-law is in town. And so my wife, myself, and my mother-in-law, we went and got massages. And then tonight, yesterday is 4th of July. We just kind of hung out as a family. And then tonight, my other present was they got tickets to go see Theo Von. Do you know who he is?
Oh, yeah. The comedian.
So, yeah, he's doing a show tonight and tomorrow at Resorts World. He's only
nice.
So we got tickets to go see that. So
he's pretty funny.
Go do that. So it's been a great week. And then we've had lots of stuff going on here at Shark HQ with my birthday sale, which, thanks to everybody who participated. That's something we'd never done before. It was awesome to see a lot of people getting in on the offer and excited for you guys to make traction with all that. And then we have a 4th of July sale going on right now that's just going to go for a couple of days. So we'll talk a little bit about that. What's nice about all this stuff is that, while we have all these things going on, we talk about, independence and freedom and all that stuff. Our agency business just kind of runs in the background. And as you guys know, that's really like all the things that we teach and talk about here at Offline Sharks are all geared to help you go in that same direction. So to that effect, real quick, I'm not going to spend a ton of time on this, but I do want to just kind of sale. And there's a couple things on here that I just want to kind of bring to your attention because they might be, you might definitely want to consider them, especially since they're on sale. So first, before I get into all that, hey, Rihanna, welcome. Let's see. I don't know what those posts are, Cameron. Some crazy posts from YouTube on there. We should probably take those out. Let me see. We'll just delete those. What's up, James? Lynette? Welcome. I see Anselim, Chris, Darla, Bob. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. I'm just getting rid of a couple of these comments here. Okay. EG, what's up? Hey, EG, saw some of that win you had with the SEO stuff. That's awesome. Yeah, people know about Pahrump and all that stuff. Shelly says, yeah, the fireworks. I mean, man, there's so many here. It's pretty crazy. And aloha from Puerto Rico. Aloha from Vegas, Enrique. So awesome to have you guys all here. So let me do this. Let me just get this out of the way real quick. One of the things I'm going to do is while we're doing the live show today, I'm just going to let this banner kind of scroll at the bottom. This is the link to the 4th of July sale. Oh, and before I go into this and we start talking about wins and things like that, our thoughts and prayers are out to you, Shushan. You guys don't, I don't know if you know, but Shushan is in Jamaica. They're just getting kind of pummeled by a hurricane. So I know she doesn't have power right now, so we haven't been able to talk to her, but we hope she's okay. And we're checking in on her and we'll let you guys know. So Shushan, hope your everything is safe there for you. Okay. So I'm going to let this scroll Offline Sharks Independence. And then let me show you my screen. Here's a couple things I just wanted to point out, and then we'll talk about some agency stuff. So when you go to that link, this is the page you end up on. Look at these. I mean, look, are we America or what? Look at that. Like, you look at that, you want to go, USA. It's so funny, Jason. The other day, I was playing in a poker tournament, and there was one guy that wasn't from America, and he didn't want to chop the pot. And so I got the whole table to go, USA.
Oh, nice.
USA. It was pretty funny. He's like, oh, my God. Anyway, so only a couple days left on this, as you guys can see. There's some free stuff on here. So you can download this PDF of the 3 simple in-demand offers that made our agency over 7 figures on autopilot. This is absolutely free. You don't have to buy anything for that. So we got that on there. We've also got some of our latest launches that we've done. We put them back on a special price just for this 4th of July sale. So if you missed any of these, agency arbitrage, Maps Quick Client Formula, or the already done method, you can grab these at a pretty steep discount over the next couple days. And then we have some of our most popular courses. Yellow Brick Road. This is all about hiring appointment setters to do prospecting for you. Recurring Profit System. This is a strategy we use in the agency to, instead of selling websites at a high one-time price, we sell them at a good recurring price. So Nick talks about how we're doing that. And then AI Client Goldmine is how we use AI to help us with the prospecting and all the hard stuff. So these are 3 of our more popular courses. Again, these are also on a big discount today. But this is really what I wanted to talk about, because we've actually been talking a lot about this lately just because of the holidays and all that stuff and the sales. But this 100K club, which we're not keeping open all the time, the timing has just kind of worked out where we opened it up for launch and now we open it up for the 4th of July sale. But that's not going to be the case all the time. But the thing I want to point out with this 100K coaching club is that one of the perks of being a member is that you get any course that we put out moving forward as part of your membership. So if you were in the 100K club, you would get these courses as they came out, right? So as they come out, we give those to the current members. The reason I'm bringing this up is it's only $97 a month to join the 100K coaching club. There's a bunch of other stuff you get with it. You get a training we call the Path to 6 Figures, which we've started to update, and we're currently making that even better. There's weekly coaching calls, which is a crazy, insane value for $97 a month. I think there's 2 calls. I think there's 2 calls a week in the 100K club. I know one for sure, but I think there's 2 calls a week. You can get on and ask questions and get answers and all that stuff, along with the Path to 6 Figures training. And then each month we release new in the, we call them backstage pass trainings. These are things that we encounter with the clients in the agency, or things that we're doing today, right now in the agency, so that you can see what's working right now, what's working today. There's nothing else like that out there, because to do that kind of stuff, you have to actually have an agency that has clients and that is working on a daily basis. Most of the gurus and experts don't. We do. So we put you in backstage and show you what's going on with those clients and things we're doing there, stuff that we can't really, maybe it's not involved enough to make a big course out of, but it's something we're doing to make money or to get traction or something like that. So you get those as well. And then on top of that, whenever we release a new launch, you get access to those as well. Now, again, the whole reason I'm bringing this up is because on July 12th, we are releasing a new product. Now, I'm not going to tell you what it is, but now is your chance to get it for like a crazy, crazy discount. Because if you sign up for the 100K club now, you will get the main product and the upgrades of the new upcoming course that we're going to release on July 12th. So as you guys know, we usually do like a VIP bundle where you get everything in the funnel. Typically that's around $197, maybe a little over $200 to get everything that's in the funnel. But 100K club members, they get the main course and all the upgrades, all for $97. So it's $97 a month anytime we release a course, and we've got quite a few that are coming out for the rest of this year, not just this one. We've got a lot of stuff cooking in the background. So now is your chance to get these at a pretty big discount. If you're in the 100K club, you'll just get access to those things when they come out. So that was a really long way to say, if you're looking for a great deal on the new course we have coming up on July 12th, sign up for the 100K club. You'll get access to it, all that stuff when it comes out. It's something we're doing with Paul James. You guys are going to love it. It's got an AI component to it. And you know, Paul stuff is always really, really awesome. So that's the next one that's coming out. So now's your chance. Get in the 100K club, and then and sometimes like 100K club members get early access. So it depends sometimes on that, but we try to give them access before everybody else so they can check out the course and do all that stuff. So again, these are all the things that are part of the 4th of July sale. You can go to offlinesharks.com/independence. And again, there's some of our automated prospecting systems are in here as well. The Reach Machine, that's in here. And again, these are only going to be open for a couple of days. So now's your chance to get in, get these deals, get cranking. All right, that's all I'm going to say about that. I'm going to let that scroll across the bottom of the screen for the rest of the live show. And then, Jason, maybe you can talk a little bit about what you have going on, because we talk about freedom, automation, independence. You do a lot of that for our members in, developing the Reach Machine and some of the other things we're working on in our agency, in your own agency. Maybe you can talk a little bit like, what do you feel like is the first key component someone needs to get in place to move towards that kind of freedom and independence in their business?
Man, that's a loaded question. There's so many things.
That is a loaded question.
Yeah.
So, I think one of the key pieces is, there's two things when we talk about our business, right? There's getting traction, getting momentum, and then there's sustainability, right? So when I talk about getting traction and momentum, we're talking about prospect, because if you're not prospecting, if there's not activity, if you don't have activity around your business, meaning that you're not having conversations with people that can turn into potential clients, that's your first problem, right? The first problem you have to overcome is you have to generate activity. Now, that activity does not have to be in person. It doesn't have to be cold calling, but there has to be some kind of activity. And if you look at the different courses we put out, like Reach, which you are heavily involved in creating, Reach is all about generating that activity using only cold email. So we go out there, we use cold email to kick up the sand at the bottom of the ocean, get activity swirling around us. And when we have that activity, then we're able to start initiating conversations and contact with people that are interested in that activity that we have going. So Reach is a way to do it using cold email. Now, we're currently working on a system that we use in the agency as well, where we generate activity by running paid Facebook ads. So we run paid Facebook ads, and that generates clients, inbound leads for the business as well. So when you look at our courses, you can pretty much separate them out into one of those two types of things. They're either designed to generate activity, like the already done method. That's something that's specifically designed to generate activity. It's not meant to build, you're not going to build a thriving, long-lasting business just selling $500 websites, right? There needs to be another component after that, but you'll get a lot of traction and you can generate really great cash flow by doing that. Now, when you add the recurring on the back, which I think is the first key is getting traction. Let's get some momentum. And then the second key is, okay, now let's start adding on some recurring where people are paying us every month. How do you do that in your agency?
Yeah, I mean, all good points. And I think you nailed it. Sales. I mean, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about, filling that pipeline. We're talking about sales, which is the lifeblood of every business. So if you don't have that activity, you don't have leads flowing in some way, shape, or form, some capacity, whether that's inbound or outbound, and you're not constantly filling that pipeline, then you're not going to be able to have those qualified conversations with business owners. And we all know the more qualified conversations we have, the more at bats, I like to say, that we have that give us that chance to be able to sell our services. So yeah, sales 100%, pipeline 100%. And then on the backside of that, I think systems. We've talked about it many times on these live shows, but productizing services so that you're not doing custom bespoke service offerings every single time you sell something, because we all know, a lot of times when we first get into the agency, that's kind of the route that most people go. But you learn very quickly that by doing those bespoke type services, by offering that, what happens is that it's so hard to get those systems set up and to deliver on that, especially if you're a one-man shop, that the first thing to drop off, the first thing that you let go of is sales and prospecting, because you're so busy trying to do the thing that you just sold, right? So you start prospecting, start trying to sell. All of a sudden you sell something, and then it's like, okay, let's put that on hold because I don't have time to do any more sales calls. I got to go fulfill and build this custom thing that I just sold. So instead of going that route, it's productizing your services, creating those offerings that are duplicatable, that you can build systems around, that are mainly plug and play, that will work for 80 to 95% of the people out there. So where it's not fully custom, it's pretty much packaged. There's small little nuances that you'll change here and there. So that's been a big thing for me.
Yeah. So having kind of and it's interesting so I saw a couple of questions about the 4th of July thing. I'll answer those too as part of this question, because I think it applies. So on that 4th of July page, there's the 3 core services that we offer that you can download for free, right? It's a PDF of the 3 core services. We used to generate over 7 figures on autopilot. Those services are like, that document is really what Jason's talking about. Like, we have those 3 core services. How do you say it? Productized, yeah. Meaning that it's the same process. When somebody comes on, we do the same process, right? So we're not trying to reinvent the wheel or anything like that. So when a client comes in and we're doing SEO and maybe they're in a competitive market, it's not so much that the process doesn't really change. It's usually just the amount of stuff we do as part of the process. So when you have a client for SEO that's not in a competitive market, you don't need to build as many links. Like, you can get traction doing less stuff. So the reason SEO packages go up in price and different things like that isn't that we're doing something different for the bigger clients per se. It's more that the bigger clients are the people that need more because they're in a competitive market or whatever it is. We're just doing more of those base things for those clients to get traction and do that kind of stuff. So that's one example of that, like having a process so that you're not starting from scratch. You're not just trying to figure out each client as you go. Makes it a lot easier. If you look at what we do with the, already done method with the pre-built websites, that's a great example of productizing something. We took websites, which is normally something most people see as complicated and annoying, and they don't want to do them. But the reality is websites are a high value thing for small businesses. And your chances of running into someone who needs a website, an update to their website, or help with the website is way greater than almost any other thing. Like, that's almost the first question people say, do you do websites? So by doing them pre-built, we take all those headaches out, right? Like, first, we don't have to have a portfolio because the client sees exactly what they're buying. Because it's pre-built, there's not a lot of editing and back and forth because they're buying this thing. We're able to offer them at a crazy low price to get traction and still make an incredible amount of profit. Now, obviously, we can customize and do all that stuff as well and build out from there. But it really takes a lot of the headaches out of websites when you do them that way and allows you to get some traction. So those are the kinds of things that Jason's talking about when you're looking at your services and what you're doing. You think, well, how can we make this, this an easier process on our side for them? So that being said, I wanted to answer a couple of these questions. So Brett said he got into the 100K club before. Are there any of those available to those members for free? So Brett, like the already done method is available in the 100K club already. There are, so here's the way the path of six figures training works. It's levels. As you go through the levels, we give you access to things that you need to finish those levels. So there is access to past courses and trainings as you go through the levels. I'm trying to think though, nothing like reach isn't in there because that's just a little bit above. I think the already done method is probably the only one on that page that is currently in there. But like in one section, we talk about pre-qualifying your clients. So we give you access to a software we have called Local Fee Finder that allows you to make these forms that get you to, remote client system, fast cash audits. Those are things that you get access into 100K Club. They're not on that 4th of July page. So we try to keep that stuff separate, right? So you're not getting double stuff. But we do give you access to some things in there. I got a great question from somebody the other day that asked me like, well, like what is the difference between like the 100K club and like agency evolution and that kind of thing? So let me take a minute to just sort of tell you guys what the difference is there. So the 100K club is all about how we built our agency we were doing about 600,000 a year in the agency. We had a pretty small team. It was just me, Nick, and a couple of people. And we were doing 600,000 a year, pretty automated without very much input from us. And we had a really great profit margin. So the 100K coaching program is really about getting from 0 to that. So if you're not currently doing 100 to, I would say the cap is probably about, 500,000, 600,000. If you're doing less than 600,000 in your agency, that program is designed to get you there from nothing. Agency evolution is how we went from 600,000 to 1.2 million. The agency now is much more, we have a bigger team. It's much more systematized. There's like, we're looking to grow the agency to even more in revenue. So it's a little more, I don't know what the word is. Like, it's just more of a systematized business, right? Because as you grow and get those bigger numbers, obviously your profit margins shrink a little because your team gets bigger. There's just a lot of other stuff going on to that. So if you're already in that, 300, 400, 500K range with your agency evolution is what you want to be in, because in there, you will see how we went from that level you're currently at to doing over $1 million, how we removed ourselves even further from the business and all that stuff. So that's the main difference. That makes sense to everybody. I hope that makes sense to everybody. So, and I hope that answers your question, Brett. And then there was, and Michael, so the same thing to this. So there are some past courses that you get access to as you go through the levels, right? And then you do get brand new backstage trainings each month as well. Systematized. I hope I said it right, Doran. I hope I said it right. Yeah. Okay, so we talked about getting traction, getting in. We talked about recurring revenue. If you guys have any questions about those things or anything that you're struggling with, put them in the chat. While you're doing that, we're going to do a kind of different version of our shark shout out. So we like to celebrate every week the members in our group that go out there, take some action, put this stuff into practice, and collect some checks. Even if they don't collect checks, we like to celebrate that stuff. So normally Shushan puts together an awesome slideshow that we go through, and it focuses each person. But with the hurricane, we're not able to do that. So we're going to do something a little different. So I'm going to share my screen here. All right, so this is our Facebook group, as you can see. And we're just going to scroll through here and see what wins have come up and who did the wins. And we're going to celebrate that way. So I won't have totals and all that stuff for you this week, but we'll do that. So first up, Kristen Bedard. Look at that. Very first one. Monthly billing, $2,500 for her bar restaurant client is in the books. Plus getting a raise this month for the new location they added. Amount to be determined. Woohoo! That is an awesome win, Kristen. Always like a raise. Look at that. $2,500 a month. That is that's a over $20,000 client at the end of the year, right? That's amazing.
Yep.
Let's scroll down here and see. Oh, look at those two handsome guys. Oh, look at this. James got his offline Sharks treasure chest. Oh,
nice.
He's keeping it a secret. That's good. Here's one of the wins I was talking about with EG. She had a client who just funded an invoice and then said, how much more would you like to be paid to keep going? She was pretty much floored. Her results are a little ridiculous with over $8,500 now new or improved keyword. I can't keep up with my graphics. This is awesome to see. Look at that. Hey, Avi, welcome. Oh, I love that GIF. Look at that. Let's go. Welcome to the 100K Club, buddy. That's awesome. That's great. Let's see. Linda's talking about the lead generation model that we talked about in the Shark Bites. There's another win from EG. Let's see. Here is Ruben. This is 4156, 4671. Oh, those look pretty good. I think we talked about those last week. So, Kristen, awesome work on those. Let me check a couple of other things. Let's see what we got here too. I'm gonna go to share my screen again. We'll bring you guys in behind the scenes. We're gonna find some wins in here. So this is our school group for the Reach cold email machine. So whenever people are doing Reach, they get added to this, right? And we talk a lot about how to set it up, how to get going, all that stuff. So let's see if we've got any celebrations in here recently. Smile and Dial. I love that title. Look at that. 500 leads email with 8 free listings over 2 weeks. 2 hours on the direct call on the same list, and I have 10 free listings. Wow, these are contractors in Omaha, are a lot more responsive to call than email. Wow, that is awesome. Look at that. Shout out to Dorn, who helped me set up a dialer and go high level like a year ago. That is awesome, Paul. So congratulations to Paul on that traction.
Fantastic.
First blast underway. Again, with the help of Dorn. Look at Megalodon Dorn out there just lifting people up, getting them traction. Managed to finally launch the Reach machine on Thursday. 14 responses. So 14 free listings. Wow. I mean, look at that. When we talk about generating activity, this is what we're talking about, right? This is a cold list that this person loaded into the Reach machine, and they got 14 people to raise their hand and say, I'll take your free offer. And then we go back through those people and we make them a paid offer and do some additional stuff. So this is really awesome. That was Shushan, right?
Yeah, it's so cool.
So yeah, such great stuff. Campaign scheduled. I loved this one from Brett. This was great. Brett said, so much for a low ticket foot in the door, because that's kind of how we build Reach, right? Like we're gonna generate some activity. We're gonna go in with the low ticket foot in the door. But Brett said, I just landed a client for $5,000 upfront and $3,500 a month, New Zealand dollars. This prospecting was underway before starting Reach, before I even get started on the work. He's like, can you do this thing? Oh, yeah. How about this thing? Anyway, wow. Crazy. Awesome work, Brett. Awesome work. Let's go take a look at, let me go back here. Let's see if there's anything in here. Smile and Dial. Questions. Okay. Let's go take a look in Agency Evolution. Let's see what's happening in here. So this is the school group for Agency Evolution members. And, accountability check-ins, July 1st. Who checked in this group? I'm going to call you out. Look at Lee. Awesome. Lee, look at this. So this is what we do in these groups to help keep each other accountable, right? We always ask these 4 questions. You guys may want to take a screenshot of these if you're not in one of these programs, because these are great questions to ask yourself each week. What progress did I make last week? What are my plans for the rest of this week? What struggles, if any, did I face from last week in hitting those goals? And if you have something, those are the things you go and ask in the Facebook group about, or email our support about, or show up to the live coaching calls to ask about. And then what have you implemented to fix those struggles, if any? And if you don't know what to implement, again, that's where now we go to our support infrastructure. What do other people know about this? Can they help me? Right? Do not be afraid to ask questions and stuff like this. This is how we make progress. So Lee Graham, awesome. Up there. Robert, awesome. I love seeing these responses. Barry Shaw, awesome. Alan, the guy with the best mustache in the world. I love it. Sandy Smith, this is awesome. I think Sandy just celebrated an anniversary with his wife. It was awesome to see on Facebook. Storm and Norman, Steve, awesome accountability posts. If I said who is my birthday buddy, her birthday was also on July 2nd. And yeah, so awesome accountability check-ins. And these are just at the beginning of this week. So are you doing something like this in your business? When we talk about getting to freedom and financial independence, is this a process that you are doing on a consistent basis? Because if you're not, you don't need to join any of this stuff or buy anything from us to do this process. Here's a golden nugget for all of you out there. Mm-hmm. Take these 4 questions, and every Monday, go through these 4 questions and answer them honestly. And just make a plan. And if you don't know what to do, come to the free Facebook group and ask, what do I do? This is my problem. This is what I'm struggling with. Anybody here have insight on that? Or email us at support, offlinesharks.com support, and say, hey guys, I'm trying to do this, but I'm struggling here. Any help? We want you to succeed, right? Whether you buy anything from us or not, doesn't matter. So take these 4 questions, implement them. If you do that every month, like if you consistently do this, if you make a commitment, every Monday, I'm going to go through these questions. Maybe you do them on Sunday. Maybe you do them on Saturday and prep out your week. But just every week, you do them, you answer them honestly. No fudging. You answer them honestly, and you really try to figure out what's keeping you stuck. You will get unstuck and you will move forward. So this is awesome stuff to see from the Agency Evolutions group. And hopefully that will help some of you out there get moving forward as well. Let's see. Let's see what celebrations we got in here. 4th of July, Happy Father's Day. Chris Bryan, $5.99 a month. A lot of happy birthdays. Some new client alerts from Nick. So, okay, awesome. Cool. All right. Well, we will stop that. And then let's take a look at some of the comments here and see what questions we have, Jason.
Yeah.
Any thoughts come to mind while I was going through all that?
Yeah, it's just, I guess, gratitude. It's really fun to see. It's really gratifying for me to see just people taking action, taking that imperfect action. Yeah. Something that came to mind when you were speaking was, the thought that don't reinvent the wheel. People have already been there. They've done this. Agencies have been built for multi-millions of dollars. They've been sold for multi-millions of dollars. There are current agencies out there that are making millions of dollars. The pathway to success, the pathway to 7 figures has already been forged. So find somebody, find a mentor, find somebody who's already been down that pathway, who's already done and been where you want to go, and just follow them. That's it, and that's what we're doing here. We're basically, like you said, we're allowing you backstage and showing you the pathway, giving you the keys to the castle, giving you, the way forward in order to get there. There are no surprises. There's no secrets. We don't hold anything back. It's like, there's no reason for you to sit in a basement, sit in a dark room by yourself and struggle with these things. You join our group. Let us be that mentor. Let us be the accountability partner for you. Let us help you get there. And it's just fun to be a part of. I'm just grateful.
Yeah, me too. I saw Dorn posted that Shashan's sold 2 premium listings as well in that group. So that's awesome. Dorn, it's coming, buddy. I told Cameron the other day, I said, let's do it. Let's pull the trigger. It's coming. When you were talking about that too, Jason, like one thing that I thought too, because I think, well, like, what are the things that hold people up and what are the things that can really stop them? And I started thinking like, well, like we've got this 4th of July sale. There's a lot of stuff on there.
Yeah.
Right. Like there's a lot of options, right? And all of us are interested in marketing and we all want to know what everything is. Here's the deal. The people in our community that make the most traction, pick one thing and stick to it until they get some traction. So I know we have a lot of different things that we bring to you. If you buy everything that we put out, awesome. That's great. That's great. But that's really not our intention. The reason we put out a lot of different stuff is because we have people of all different levels in our community. We have people that are in the couple $100,000 agencies, people that have 7-figure agencies. We've got people that are just starting. We have people in overseas, people in the US, like people that have a lot of different skill sets that do different services. So we try to bring things out to help every little piece of our audience that we can do. That does not mean that you need to be doing it all. Like what you really want to do is pick one thing and just stick with that one thing. Now here's the deal. That's not sexy. That's not exciting. Like it's actually probably going to feel pretty boring, but it works. And if somebody were to come to me, like one of my daughters, and they were like, hey dad, like I want to do this agency thing. What should I do? Like I would put them in the 100K club. And then I would tell them to turn everything else out. Like, don't buy anything else. You don't need to look at anything else. All you need to focus on is like, start with level 1, just do what it says, go to level 2, go to level, and just don't quit. Don't even look at anything else. Like that one thing is so systemized and focused and like,
Oh, did we lose Tom? Yeah, it looks like we lost Tom. So just to piggyback off of what Tom was saying there, I think the 100K club is a fantastic place to start. Like he was saying, really cut out the noise, cut out all the distractions, and really just focus in on one thing. It makes me think of Norm. So when Norm joined our group, one of the main things that he focused on was home service jackpot. And he focused on websites and offering those templatized websites as a service. That's what he did. So, and he just went all in on that service. And everybody here knows Norm. Everybody knows how successful he's been in the program. But that's a testament to not only him and his tenacity and his sales ability and just sticking to something, but you should take that as a lesson that find something that you're good at. We put out a lot of different programs, a lot of different things, like Tom was saying, that apply to agencies, just starting out, but also apply to agencies maybe making, 100 to maybe that $500,000 mark. And so it really just depends on where you're at in this journey. Find something that you can latch onto. Find something that really excites you, that you can stand behind and say, you know what, this is an offering that I believe in, and this is something I want to get behind. And then just go all in on that one thing, and start prospecting, start selling it, and get used to selling it. And I'd recommend probably spending at least 3 to 6 months just on that one service, really diving deep and offering that. I think if you do that, that can really take you a long ways in this business. I think a lot of people, they just get distracted. They get distracted buy all the different shiny objects, right, out there in the market. Everybody's selling that latest and greatest thing. But at the end of the day, there are some tried and true offerings in this market that can really carry you through, and you can easily build a six-figure business on top of. So find whatever that is that excites you, that you want to be a part of. And I think the 100K Club is a great place to start. Like Tom said, it gives you that foundation. We open up kind of behind the scenes and allow you guys to kind of see what we're doing and give you a roadmap to success. Like I was saying earlier, there's no reason to struggle with a lot of this stuff behind the scenes by yourself. Find a mentor, whether it's us or somebody else, it doesn't matter. Just find somebody who's been where you want to go and follow what they did to get there. If you do that, the copycat method, if you do that, it's going to get you to where you want to be. So I'm not sure. Do you guys have any questions for me? I know it looks like Tom's still gone, but I'm happy to field any questions. If you guys want to pop them in here to Facebook, I can see those. I don't think I can see anything on YouTube, but go ahead and drop in some questions. I'm happy to stick around and answer anything for you guys. I'd love to give away some cash too. I'm sure you guys would love to get some cash. Model success, Dorn says. Exactly, Dorn. Anybody else? I feel like I'm out here on an island. Will you be my mentor? Oh, look at that. Richie, what's going on, man? How you doing? Yeah, Tom's frozen. Yeah, anybody have questions? Drop them in the chat on Facebook. I'm happy to answer anything. Happy to give any type of insights. Doesn't matter what it is. I'm happy to answer any and all things, well, hopefully agency related. Everybody have a good 4th. Related to reach. Oh, there's Chris. Hey, Chris, what's happening, man? Yeah, Tom took the rest of the call off. Yep, you're right, James. He did. He left me out here. The average speed of a West African swallow. That's a good question there, Dorn. I'm not really sure on that. What service? Okay, so here's Quentin. Let me pull up his question. So what services do you recommend starting an agency with? Great question. Great question, Quentin. There's a lot of great services out there. I think Tom mentioned one. He started talking about websites, right? So I think as you start to prospect, you start to put yourselves out there. One of the very first questions you will get time and time again is, can you help me with my website? Can you help me redesign it? Do you do websites? Can you fix my website? Can you host my website? That's a very common question that you will get. So if you're not well versed in websites, if you're not good at building websites, or you're not familiar with them, I would probably try and get familiar, or try to surround myself, bring some team members in that are really good, specifically around WordPress mainly, because WordPress, as we all know, or we should know, WordPress pretty much runs the internet these days. It's kind of the go-to platform. A lot of the majority of websites on the internet are built on top of WordPress. So if you're not good at WordPress, or you're not familiar with it, finding somebody that you can partner with, whether that's, a contractor, or whether that's, bringing someone in-house, a spouse, a family member, somebody that might be good at that, and being able to offer websites as a service. I think, it's like Tom was saying, it's one of those services that you will get, people will ask about all the time. And I think one of the main reasons is because when it comes to marketing, when it comes to online services, most small business owners don't want to have, 3, 4, 5, or 10 different providers that they're working with. They'd rather consolidate and work with one, maybe 2 providers. So what that means is like, if you can handle marketing, if you can do marketing services and also take care of the website and maybe also help run their Facebook page, they're going to be more inclined to go with you and to contract you for services because they can keep everything under one roof, right? They have one person to contact for all things digital. And they're not spread thin. They're not having to contact, somebody different for their Facebook page or somebody else for the website, somebody else for hosting, things like that. So I think a good place to start would be there. The other service that I really, really like for beginners is reputation management. Reputation management is a service that every single business on the planet needs, because most businesses do not have a proactive system in place in order to manage and take care of their online reputation, right? I see it all the time. I talk to small businesses day in, day out, all over this country. And there's so many people out there that have businesses they've been running for 20, 30 years, and they've done fantastic work, right? There's no way they'd still be around doing business for the last 25 years if they weren't doing a fantastic job. So you've got these companies that exist in the real world that are kind of maybe the digital age, never got around to getting a Google profile set up, but have done fantastic work. Or maybe they did set up a Google profile, but never put much effort into that Google profile, right? But they do fantastic work. They got a great reputation in the community, but online, that their digital presence is not representative of the real world. It doesn't look anywhere close to what their real world reputation is, right? So helping them to kind of bridge that gap and helping them to build up that online reputation, to take what their real world reputation and bring that into the digital world so that new people finding them can see the great work that they do. So again, I know that was kind of a long-winded answer there, Quentin, but it's a fantastic service to offer, really easy to deliver. It's very simple systems that you can implement to deliver that. And it's something that you could build a very nice size agency, easily a 6-figure agency just on reputation alone. So again, I know that was kind of a long-winded answer, but hopefully that was helpful. Let me see if I can jump in and find another question here. Can you share which program is best? There's 30 days starting an agency. Okay, yeah, Gregory, I think we kind of covered that there. Let's hear Jacqueline. What's your USP? Yep, great. Okay. Nice. Let's see here. Yep, GBP management. So Doran was saying GBP management. Yep, another great service. Ties right in to reputation. Here's another question by Jacqueline. So do you have any idea how well WordPress works on GHL? How easy it is to use, and is it secure on GHL? Yeah. So I've got a lot of experience with WordPress on high level. So GHL, that's short for high level. Yeah. So high level has WordPress hosting in addition to their funnel and website hosting. They've got a managed WordPress offering that you can purchase separately inside high level, if you guys weren't aware. And that's what Jacqueline's referring to here. And yeah, it's fantastic hosting. It's really, really good. I've got several websites on it. I think the speed is fantastic. One of the things that I really like about the high level offering when it comes to WordPress is resource allocation. So a lot of these managed WordPress hosting providers out there, the WordPress offering that they have, when it comes to when you get a huge influx of traffic and things, and you need additional resources, either they upcharge for that, or what they'll do something called resource throttling. So if all of a sudden you got a massive influx of traffic, the website might go really, really slow, or it might just crash altogether. Whereas with the high-level WordPress offering, that's not the case. So they have systems in place in order to make sure that there is no throttling of resources. And then if you need, if you had a massive influx of traffic out of nowhere, they would be able to handle that traffic without crashing the site, and allocate the proper amount of resources towards that site. So CPU power, things like that. And that's a little technical, but anyway, that's what I'm talking about. So, and there's no additional charge for that, which is phenomenal. So I think that their service offering is great, especially like if I were looking at kind of an enterprise level company, a larger organization. Yeah, definitely the high level WordPress offering is great. And as far as security, I've never had any issues with it. I think the security is pretty top notch. They've got backup options as well. So you've got daily backups that are produced, and then you can download those and store those off site. So that's another thing. But yeah, I've had nothing but, great experience with WordPress offering on high level. When they first got started, there were a few little bugs here and there in the beginning, but right now here in July 2024, I think it's fantastic. I really like what they've done. Cameron saying, "Here comes the money." Okay, cool. So I better do the money thing. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me jump on here. Cameron, are you around? I'm going to try and message Cameron here real quick. Cameron. Let's see here. Yes, they do charge extra, Kristen. It's I believe it's $10 per month extra for each install of WordPress. Okay, there's Cameron. Hang on 1 second, guys. I'm just messaging Cameron. Everybody's still with me? I promise we're going to give away some money. We're giving it. Tom left, so we're going to give away his cash. Don't worry. Hashtag Tom is frozen. I love it. Cameron, if you could hear me, I just shot you a message on Facebook. Hang tight, guys. So Lynette, yeah, where is high level host, or where is the WordPress hosting inside high level? So each sub account has access to WordPress or the WordPress offering. So from within the sub account. So if you have your own high level agency account, you would purchase the hosting at the agency level instead of under the sub account level. But if it were, the reason why you would do that is so you don't get double charged. Because if you purchase it under the sub account, what's going to happen is high level is going to bill you the wholesale, and then you're also going to get charged retail on top of that. So you'd want to go through the agency level settings in order to purchase additional WordPress hosting. Like I said, $10 a month for that. There he is. All right, hang tight, guys. We're going to give some money away. Yeah, we'll give away some extra money since it was Tom's birthday and he left me hanging here. So Cameron's getting back to me right now, guys. All right, let's see. All right, giveaway. All right. Okay, so I think it was hashtag freedom, everybody. Hashtag freedom. All right, I'm doing it right now. So hopefully everybody, can you see that? says 0 entries right now. Hang on, everybody. Give me one more second here. Okay, so yeah, oh, cool. Yeah, it looks like it's working. Yeah, everybody, hashtag freedom. Hashtag freedom. Just go ahead and put that in the chat. That'll get you into the entry. It looks like we got 13 people in the entry so far. And then let me see if I can share my screen here. All right, share screen, share screen. Where is this at? Present. Okay. One second, guys. Still time. Hashtag freedom, everybody. Still time while I'm kind of fumbling through this. Dorn said you have to add it to your display. Okay. So sorry, guys. Let me look here. Okay, it looks like I've got 24 entries. You know, I don't know how I can share it, but give me 1 second. I'm just going to go ahead. Does anybody else want to do hashtag freedom? Drop it in right now because I'm going to give you about 3 or 4 more seconds and then I'm going to hit draw. So I'm not able to share it, but I'm going to go ahead and just hit draw. So we got 24 entries. Okay, here. He said present, share screen. Got it. Okay, I see it now. Yep, share screen. Giveaway. There it is. Okay, cool. Share. Awesome. Can you guys see that? Pop in the chat if you can see my screen. You guys see that all right? Okay. Sweet. All right, I'm hitting draw. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Who's up? Who's gonna get it? Who's gonna get it? Quentin. Nice. Quentin Marks. You are the winner, man. You've got some cash coming at you. So Cameron, I'm just gonna drop Quentin's name in here. So Quentin Marks, you got cash. Cool. All right. So I just sent that over to Cameron. Quentin, so look out. He'll get with you. I think. Okay. Yeah. Cameron said he got it. He's going to get with you to get that cash. Okay, cool. Let's, Cameron, can we give away a little bit more? Can I give away a little more? Yes? No? I hope so. I know we need the money song. I don't know how to do that. Darn. I don't know where to turn on the money song. I completely forgot. I'm botching this whole thing. I think we can do a little bit more cash. Yes, let's do Tom's birthday. Okay, cool. I don't know how to change the hashtag. Okay, here, draw again. Let me try. Oh, shoot. I just hit draw. Sorry, guys. I accidentally hit it. Let's hear. But let me. Okay, hang on 1 second. Let's just do a hashtag freedom one more time. Hashtag freedom. I'll give everybody a chance to jump back in. Yeah, hashtag freedom. We'll draw one more time. Sorry, guys. I'm doing the best I can here. Click brand to find money song. Brand. Okay. Click on the brand. Oh my gosh. All right. Let's see here. Okay, cool. I'm going to do the money song. Let's see if this works.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Dollar, dollar. Dollar, dollar. talking money, then you're talking no matter.
Sweet. I think that worked. Did that work? Did everybody hear it? I think that worked. Nice. Yes. Okay, cool. Awesome. All right. I'm getting this. I'm getting it, guys. Hashtag freedom. Hashtag freedom. All right. All right. All right. We got 25 entries. Anybody else? Anybody else? A couple more seconds here. All right, cool. I'm doing it. I'm doing the draw. Here we go. Who's going to win? Who's got it? Who's got it? Patty's the winner. All right, here, let me give, I'm going to give Cameron the info for you, Patty. We're going to get your Cash App and we'll get you some cash. All courtesy of Mr. Tom Gaddis and his birthday. All right, everybody. Any last questions for me? Anybody have any last questions for me? We wrap up this amazing. Oh, one more. Oh, Cameron said I get to give away one more. Okay, cool. So I guess we get to do one more for 4th of July. So let me go ahead. Okay, I got to play the money song again, though. He said I got to do the money song. So hang on. We're going to do the money song one more time here. Let's see. Where is it at?
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Dollar, dollar. Dollar, dollar. Cheating, bling, bling, got the chatter. You ain't talking money, then you're talking no matter.
Awesome. All right. Everybody ready? We're going to do one more here for the 4th of July. Happy birthday, America. Happy birthday, USA. Let's do it. I'm doing a draw. All right. Happy 4th. Enrique. Happy 4th. Well, you got some cash coming at you. So I'm going to send Cameron your information right now. He'll grab your Cash App and we'll get you some cash, man. Cool. Awesome. All right, guys. Anything else? Like I said, any more questions? Any further questions for me? I'm happy to stick around and answer anything. Any questions? Questions? Going once, going twice. Like I said, happy to stick around, answer anything. We're a little bit over, but that's okay. If not, that's okay too. All right, guys. Well, it looks like no questions are coming in. So I guess we'll leave it there. Happy 4th, everybody. Go out there and crush it. Go relax. Have a great weekend. And get ready to hit the ground running on Monday. Anybody else? Let's see here. Yeah, I guess that's it. All right, guys. Hey, thanks so much for joining me. Sorry about this little hiccup. We did the best that we could. I think at least we were able to give away some cash, right? So we had some fun. Yeah, thank you guys so much for being good sports. Thanks for allowing me to do this live and hang out with you guys. Really appreciate it. Outro song is Cameron saying. Okay, let's see if I can outro song. Let's see. Outro, aloha. Okay, yeah, that's it. All right, guys. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you next week, same time. Have a great weekend, everybody.
You've been watching the Aloha Marketing Jam session. We've helped thousands just like you start and scale their businesses. If you'd like our help to grow your business, go to the link on your screen now and let us know how we can help you. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this stream. We'll be back here next Friday for another live show. Until then, aloha.